Good evening and welcome. First session of Forge of Fury from Tales of the Yawning Portal. I'm your DM tonight. We have 5 eager players. I'll get you each to introduce themselves and the characters that they're going to be playing. So first up we have Lee.
Hello there. I'm playing Milo. He's going to be slightly Irish because he's 3 foot tall, bold, and he likes to punch shit.
Milo is a monk halfling, yeah?
Yes.
Fantastic. And he's had a bit of an out in Storm King's Thunder, wasn't it, I think?
Yeah, we went to play with some giants, but we never got to see him.
Yeah, he did really well. Cool, thanks Lee. Tom, tell us about Krug.
Krug is a barbarian half-orc who prefers to use a halberd instead of a great sword or club. Likes his drink and also likes to get in a good bar fight.
Ah, and it's the first outing for Krug. He's made an adventure.
Yep.
Cool. And he is a half-orc barbarian.
Yes.
Fantastic. Excellent. Thanks for that, Tom. Okay, Mike, tell us about Rygor. Is it Rygor?
Rogar.
So no then.
Rogar is a dragonborn barbarian. He's a silver dragon. He originated from a small village at the foot of First Peak, formerly known as the Ironstone Mountain. His clan was in service to Dargentum. Rogar sought to discover what life beyond all he had known had to offer. At 53 years of age, he was certainly in his prime and felt that now was the time to go out and explore the wider world.
I assume it's not just me that can't hear anything.
No, I think you were on mute a minute ago, but we can, I think.
Sorry, I couldn't hear Rogar saying anything. I wasn't sure if he was actually there or not.
Oh, you have your pink mute button on. I think it stops you hearing as well as speaking.
No, I can hear everything else. I heard all the other 2 introductions.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
I can hear all of you. I don't know if you could hear me, but I could hear all of you.
Apparently Tom can't hear Rogar or Craig either. I don't know whether this Roll20 sound is going to be problematic. Okay. Alright, well thanks for that, Mike. Craig, if you tell us about your character and then we'll see how we go.
I am playing Alphalus. I am a changeling cleric of I can't remember, Lavanda, I believe. I am friends with everybody, but if you get too close to me, you may not like what you see, and what you see may change from moment to moment.
Oh. So you're playing a changeling, which is from
Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the kitty.
Because apparently D&D Beyond had a coupon code, and I'm a sucker for a coupon code.
Okay, so we're getting requests to switch to Hangouts due to the sound issues. So what I'm going to do is quickly pause the video. I'll set up a Hangout, but I'll mute the sound on here but keep the video on here if that's alright. It'll make sense in a sec. Okay.
Oi.
Spare me 1 second.
I had any Facebook open for that. The link.
Wasn't Doug supposed to be in?
I thought that. He was in Roll20 earlier.
I have no idea.
Yeah, he is going to be in, but he couldn't make this session. Right, I'm going to put the link in here. Right, if you'll click on that.
I need to end my chat in here first, so you don't get like double feedback.
Yeah.
Just mute yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on video only. on here. Okay. Ooh. So, are we all still there?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, that's working so far, isn't it? So all I've got to do now. So Tom. Link. We just need Tom in there now, don't we? Is that right?
Yeah.
Who we got? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just waiting for Tom to join on it. Any good? Is he there yet? I can't. Not quite. Don't know where he's gone.
1, 2.
I'm here.
Sent him a
He's
couple.
here.
I sent him a
He
couple
must be on there because there's 5
I'm
of us.
on.
5 of us on there.
I've
Yeah.
heard them. I'm here. I
I'm
can
here. I'm on.
Yeah.
Right. I need to figure out what dice I need for tonight. I need one.
Aha.
More.
Is that you there, Tom?
I'm on the end.
Ah, good man. Tilting, it says.
Yeah.
Cool, groovy. Okay, so you can hear us and see us and everything, and it's all good.
Yeah.
What I've done, I've left the video on Roll20 so we can see each other, because I'm just going to stay on that page, and I'll just use the Hangouts as a voice thing. Cool. Okay, so let me just check we're still recording. Yeah. Okay. Right. Apologies for that, everybody, for the delay. So, so Craig has just introduced us to his character, who's a changeling from Eberron Guide to Wayfarers. So that's a new race type we're going to be trying out tonight. New for us anyway. Well, new for me, I should say. And last up then is Steve to introduce Durzo.
Durzo is a adventure who's been seen before in the Sunless Citadel, Yawning Portal, and he's playing a master thief who has been forsaken from his guild after they betrayed him, and he's a kobold.
Oh, we had some good fun with Durzo in the Sunless Citadel. Both Baranor and Durzo got through there, so that was cool. Okay, thanks, Steve. So, we start the adventure like we started the Sunless Citadel in the Yawning Portal Tavern. Just to introduce you, you've got Durnan, who is the landlord of the Yawning Portal, has started up a competition whereby adventurers can join and go off on adventures. The winner of the series of adventures wins the opportunity to become landlord of Durnan's latest pub, located in another part of Waterdeep. So he meets the characters. Hello there. I see some new faces and some old faces. How are we all?
Ugar is good.
So you're back for another challenge. That's what I like to see. This one I think you're going to enjoy. Here I have a deer skin hip flask, and all I want you to do is fill it with water from a dark pool. Now this dark pool lies at the bottom of a mountain that was once inhabited by dwarves. Now the mountain or the fortress was called Kundakar. So all I want you to do is go to Kundakar and fill this hip flask full of liquid from the black pool at the bottom of that and bring it back to me. Sounds fairly straightforward.
Boss, I don't need to pick faults, but how are you going to know it's the right pool?
You'll know. It's right at the very bottom of the mountain. I don't think
Oh, no, we'll know.
you
How are
won't
you
mistake
gonna
it when
know?
it's there. You may well find there's a hoard of treasure nearby. Feel free to help yourselves if you get that far. Now, once you get there, I'm gonna these little glass marbles, and he hands each of you a little glass marble. It's probably about the size of a snooker ball, so it's quite fairly large, I suppose.
That's fucking huge to me.
Yeah, each of you take one of these glass marbles, and at any time during the adventure, preferably once you've filled the hip flask, if you smash these on the floor and step into the smoke, it'll return you back here, kind of like the portal we used in the last adventure. So if things are getting a bit too hairy or you've had enough, just feel free to come back. So if you're ready for your adventure, I'll lower you down into the well. And he sort of gestures across the yawning portal. There's people all around watching. There's all kind of different races, elves and dwarves and dragonborn and tieflings, all surrounding this giant round kind of well that's in the centre of the yawning portal pub. And there's like a winch that hangs over the big dark hole there, and he sort of gestures towards you. Those of you that have been here before will know that all you need to do to start the adventure is to step into the bucket, and he'll lower you down into the abyss. So when you gentlemen are ready, feel free.
I'll go first.
Okay. So you jump into the bucket, and he lowers you down, and kind of a portal opens in the sky, and you kind of you peer out, and you find yourself lowered to the ground. You hop out of the bucket, and the bucket ascends back into the hole in the sky, back up to the yawning portal where the rest of you are.
I'm going to take a little look at the well. Rogar turns back to this chap. He's like, "Have you got a bigger bucket?" Rogar is sort of 6'4", 6'5", every part of 300 pounds.
Oh yeah, it's not a problem. And he shouts out to Eric, and this stout dwarf comes out with a wheelbarrow, and he wheels it out, and it's got a kind of like a frame round the top of it with a big eye hole, and they take the bucket off and they hook it onto the top of the wheelbarrow, and he says, "There you go, that should do you, my fine fellow. It's best water Delvian iron, that there wheelbarrow. You won't have any problems there."
Kind regards, Master Dwarf.
And so yeah, he lowers you down into the abyss, and sort of the darkness gives way to sky and trees, and you find yourself lowered down to the ground, standing next to Althulis.
Yep.
And the wheelbarrow descends back up into the sky, ready for the next passenger.
Milo will jump in happily. Probably do a flip to get into it.
Oh yeah, Milo's a bit of a ninja monk, and so once again lowered down into the well, and there's cheers from the audience. There's kind of like walkways that sort of snake over the top of this big well, and people are cheering and flicking gold coins down after you and stuff, and flowers and whatnot. You're kind of local heroes for having a go at this one. And yeah, you soon find yourself standing on the grass next to your companions, and the wheelbarrow ascends again up into the sky. So, which one of you two are next then? Krung or Durzo?
Krug goes up to the bar, so orders a jug of ale. Puts down a gold coin for it, and waits for it. As he's waiting for it, he puts his elbow down against the actual bar, props it there. As the jug comes over, he grabs it, downs it, goes over to the portal, jumps onto the bucket, and asks to be lowered down.
Oh, my good man, a man after my own heart. And just as you do, he slides you a bottle of something special, just there's something for the road for you there, son. And lowers you down in the wheelbarrow, and you're standing on the grass with your companions.
As I hit the floor, I realise I've forgot my halberd, so I stand on the crystal to go back.
Well, there's 2 gold coins to return, you know. But laughingly, they send it down. Durzo looks like he's been called away there, so he sends it down in the wheelbarrow with Durzo anyway. He notices that you've left it up there. Not a problem.
Okay.
Okay, so the 5 of you are standing on a kind of a grassy ridge, and there's forests all around. And to one side you can see you can see mountains all around, but there's one particularly tall mountain. It's probably about a quarter height again above the other mountains, and it's distinguished because the top of it is kind of like a big rock, a big sort of spike, a granite tower kind of sticking out. That's the top of the mountain. It's got a secondary ridge to the side of it a little bit that's rocky, but there's forest all around the bottom of it, and you can see a path that kind of winds up this mountain, and then in the opposite direction you can kind of see a small sort of settlement.
We know anything about the region, or
you don't know a great deal. You didn't think to ask Dernan too much, but you have heard of Kundakar, which is the name of the fallen dwarven fortress that you've been sent to investigate, and you do know from tales, legend says that it's hidden in the Stone Tooth Mountain. And you don't know for sure, but you think what you're looking at is probably the Stone Tooth Mountain. And if you're right, it's in a pretty wilderness area of the Forgotten Realms. There's not much going on around here. It's mainly small sort of outlying villages and stuff like that. So yeah, you feel like you are pretty in the far north of the kingdoms.
Rogar says this must be the place.
So looking at the mountain, you can see a winding path sort of going up where you are. You can see the main sort of jagged tooth. Let me give you a little map just to sort of help you out a little bit. You can see sort of the main spike of the mountain. You can see a sort of a secondary rise of rocks with some sort of smoke coming out of it. You see a path winding up there. And in the opposite direction, you're probably halfway in between the mountain and this small settlement.
You've got a fog of war on, we can't see anything.
I've got a nice white screen.
Oh, okay. You shouldn't have fog of war on there. It's
got a nice black screen.
Yeah.
No fog, white screen there.
Let me look.
Milo turned to Rogar and asked if you can have a lift on the shoulder. As I'm getting old and frail.
Any good?
Yeah, it's better.
It's better.
No, it's set to dynamic lighting, but there isn't any dynamic lighting on this particular map, so that's a bit queer. But there you go. Fixed anyway.
Whereabouts on the map are we at the moment then?
So you're kind of down. Yeah, that's that sort of area there. Yeah.
Are we looking?
Just in the bottom left.
Bottom left. Over there.
Yeah, that's kind of it. So you've got the mountain in front of you, and probably in the same distance in the opposite direction is a smallish kind of settlement. There's a few areas you can probably see on the map. Can you see these letters, or do they show to you or not?
No.
So there's an A there. Can you see the A? No?
No.
Okay, cool. Right, yeah, so I mean, this is what you can see. Like I say, there's a winding road leading up through the forest that you can see. There's the 2 spires of rock. This is obviously the taller of the 2. It's where the mountain gets its name, the Stone Tooth.
Can I use a?
That one's a settlement, is it?
No, that's a smaller rock
Right, okay.
formation with kind of what looks a little bit like some smoke coming out of it.
Can I use a history check to see if I know of any silver dragonborn clans in the area? Because obviously they're mountain dwellers.
Yep. Give us a roll in. 12. Yeah, I mean, you sort of rack your brains, but nothing springs out to mind. The only stories of this area that you can remember are the stories of the Dirged in the Dwarf Lord and his fortified kingdom of Kundakar. But there's no mention of Dragonborn in the histories of the area.
Pretty sure I took a shit in that castle somewhere.
Oh well, just head along the path, really. Then.
Milo's going to do the old man trick, stroking his beard, making really small steps because he's just halfling. Seeing if any of the bigger folk notices and offers him a lift.
You can climb on Rogar's back if you wish.
So you're going to go...
I'm so going to do that.
Halfling mount.
So
and like a blink, like the blink of an eye, I'm on his shoulder.
As he does that, Krug points and laughs. Ah, little man on little man shoulders.
Oh, it looks like Steve might have dropped out. I don't know whether he's having some baby problems tonight. We'll carry on anyway. So you're all happy to go wandering up this path?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yarp.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Who's taking the lead? Have we got a marching order?
Well, I'm on Rogar's shoulder.
Yeah.
Krug will go first.
Okay, Krug, if you'd like to give us a perception check.
Yeah. Where are we?
While this is going on, Milo is yapping in Rogar's ear about back in my day.
If Krug's going in front, then
yeah.
I'll go in the rear. Obviously, so we've got two strong characters front and back.
Okay, so as you're following Krug up the path, Krug's just sort of stomping along. He doesn't really notice anything unusual about the path at all.
He's just too busy looking at the bottle of drink, wondering what it is that he was given.
Oh. So you're getting higher and higher, and as you kind of get nearer to the rocks, kind of up here, you notice the trees are starting to thin out, and you can see the other pile of rocks on your right hand side. It'll be with a little bit of smoke coming out of it, and you sort of carry on to the main rocky area, and you find yourself before long here. Let me just place your characters. You can't see anything on here yet, can you?
Nope.
Yeah.
Good. Right. One. Just putting your characters on.
By Jules, I can see.
There we go. Right. Can you all sort of see something in the bottom left?
Yarp.
In one token.
Yarp.
Okay. Some of you got dark vision and some of you haven't, but basically the path leads up into that main kind of crag, and it sort of goes in between a sort of a fissure in the rock, and you feel like you're coming towards sort of almost entering the stone tooth at the top of the mountain there.
I can't see anything. All I can see is a black rectangle with.
You may need to light a torch then, my friend.
Oh right, okay. I'll just put a torch on there, do I?
Yes. What we do is, I always forget to do that. I do all my prep and everything, and I always forget to just have a normal character sheet, so I can see what you think.
I've got a torch on there, but I can't see nothing.
You can't see anything with a torch?
No, I've got a torch on there, mate. Can't see nothing.
You can't see any of that, no?
Nope.
Okay. Let me just have a look at your character. Oh, dear.
Always something, isn't it?
Always something.
Have you set the torch to have vision?
Yeah, I did.
He might need to actually set it so he can use it.
Have you set it so everyone sees light? Because that would be the setting
that's
for
what
it.
I'm saying.
How's that?
Nope, nothing.
Still nothing.
I'll send you a screenshot on Facebook if you like.
Have you saved it and then relinked it to the sheet?
Okay, let me do that 1 sec.
And I do apologise if anyone hears any loud coughing or children running about. Everyone is ill in my household.
Yeah, we are too, mate.
Yes.
How's that?
Nope, nothing.
How can you
Hang on, I'm going to send you a picture on Facebook Messenger of what I can see.
The torch works for me.
I'm going to say it's working for everyone else.
Hang on. Right, check out your Facebook Messenger, and that's what I can see.
Well, I just saw stuff up here move, so I know
Yeah.
that torch is working for me.
Yeah, that's
I moved the torch and the dynamic lighting works for me.
Right, let me. Hold on. Let me get it. I'll set them all up the same, so I don't understand why it wouldn't work. Is that any better? Anything?
Nah, nothing.
Try, if he's got to use the torch, try giving him the actual light instead of the torch.
Yeah,
Do it
I'll
that way.
tell you what I'll do. I'll just turn dark vision on for your guy. That'd be easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Even though you haven't got it, but you know.
If you sort of do it so everyone can see his light.
Yeah.
Well, if he hasn't got dark vision, he'll probably be carrying a torch anyway.
Yeah.
Has that worked?
No, I still can't see nothing. I'm wondering, do I need to log out and then log back in?
No,
You may have to.
or just refresh your browser. That usually does it for me.
Yeah.
I'll do that 2 seconds.
I assume, have you got the... Do you need the higher tier account to view dark vision? Dynamic lighting?
No, I don't think so. It's only from the DM one.
That's what I thought.
Also, if you click on the token that is having problems and press Control and L together, you'll see what he's able to see.
Oh, okay. Oh, you can see it. You can see it now, can't you?
Yeah, if you do Control L, you should be able to see anything that he can see.
Yeah, well, I can see it for your character.
No, I can't see nothing.
Well, that's bizarre because I can.
Like I said, I'll send you a screenshot of what I can see.
I don't understand
You
that
can do
because if I click on Control L and I can.
What happens if I press Control L? Nothing.
That literally makes no sense because it's working on my end.
Yeah, I can't see nothing.
Mike, can you mute yourself in Roll20?
Sorry?
Can you mute yourself in Roll20?
Yeah, sorry. I
Thank
forgot I unmuted my... Say.
Pardon me.
No, I don't know. I literally I don't know how this works. I've got no idea.
It might be easier, Ollie, if you just block out the areas.
Yeah, it'd be a bit of a shame though because they've done the dynamic lighting really well. All of you others can see it, right? Can't you?
Yeah, website for me.
Everyone else got a paid account. Is why I didn't want a free account.
I've got a free account and I can see fine.
Yeah, that don't matter. I don't understand why that's not working. It makes no sense. Let me reconnect. Hold on.
Are you using a Windows or Mac?
I'm on a Mac, but I'm using the latest Google Chrome.
Whatever.
Another way to do it would be if you give him permission to use my character sheet. You should be able to use see through my character.
I don't understand. All of your settings are all that everything is on there. You should be able to see everything. It's bizarre.
Have you actually connected up to the new token? You have to do that as well.
Yep, I have.
I don't know then.
Bloody hell.
Well, the torch definitely works.
Yeah, it all works. But I mean, even when I do that Control L thing, I can see it through your
Kind
camera.
of sounds like a hardware thing, then. More
Is there a
so.
setting somewhere that I can do? That I can play with.
Control L. Yeah, look, definitely 100% is working.
Yeah, I've picked up his token and I can see through it as well. So I don't know.
I think it's your end, mate. Unfortunately.
Probably.
I'm trying to think how. I'll have to do the Fog of War then thing. That's a real shame, though. Okay. All right. One sec.
Sorry, mate.
Turn Fog of War on. Turn dynamic light off. You can. None of you can see anything now, can you?
No, all black.
All black. I see a torch.
Yeah, that's all right. I've got a. Sorry, I'm trying to remember how to do Fog of War thing now.
On the
to reveal
left-hand
areas.
side.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, I can see.
I'll give you that much so far. Okay, right, we're back in the game. Sorry about the problem there, folks. You can all. It's all part of the learning curve and whatever.
That's all what happens when you put a Mac in the process.
A SPAC, did you say?
Yeah, that's it.
bloody Cornish people on their computers. It's one of those clockwork tinker-powered ones, isn't it?
It's scared of the fire.
It's the computer, it's the user.
Yeah. Right.
ID10T, I believe they call it in tech.
So,
I believe it's actually a PEDCAC error.
got to try and remember all the doors now, haven't I? Okay, so yeah, so you followed this path up, and it's kind of gone in between a groove in the mountain, and you find yourself here.
I had Milo on my shoulder, didn't I?
You did.
Maybe against his will, but I'm going to trudge on forwards.
Carry on, good old steed.
So I'll let you drag your tokens up.
Yeah. Yes,
If anybody's looking at Alphala, you'll notice that my face sort of changes more to that of a drow.
Oh, you're looking like a drow at the moment, are you?
Yeah.
So you're going for the autumn look.
No,
Very vogue in
it's the
whatever
London.
the hell the drow capital city's called.
Mazabur something or other, isn't it?
Azerbaijan or something like that.
Yeah, I can't bloody say it. I tried to listen to an audio book once, and it was so off-putting. But anyway,
Mesopotamia. I thought that was in
that one.
I think it's possibly the longest word in D&D history, isn't it?
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why couldn't they have just called it like Bob?
I don't know why they insist on having ridiculous names for things.
Copyright, probably.
Possibly, yeah.
Lord of the Rings has pretty much trademarked everything possible going with fantasy.
I believe it is said Menzo Baranzan.
That's it, yeah.
Well, that's one version.
I shouldn't have inhaled at that time.
This chap who was reading the audio book, God only knows what he was saying. I was struggling.
I've got the first Drist audiobook. I haven't brought myself to subject myself to it yet.
He has got apologies to anybody across the water listening to this, but he's got such a strong American voice accent. It sort of kind of spoils it a bit, to be fair.
On the other hand, the Curse of Strahd one, the Memoirs of a Vampire, I Strahd, is fantastic.
Oh, you'll have to.
That one is really, really good.
Oh, I'll have to look that one up. I've not heard of that.
It's called I Strahd. There's two. It's Memoirs of a Vampire is the first one.
Ollie,
Yes.
Stephen has just messaged me asking for you to look on Facebook. He sent you a message.
Who's this?
Stephen, Lord Stephen of the Northerners.
Okay, yeah.
We've got Sir Michael down south.
What am I?
Right, there we go. Sorted.
Duke of
Okay.
the Midlands.
So as you're advancing through this gorge, you may notice up here there's a couple of. Oh, hold on, I've got to change my. That's the other thing. You're sort of doing the fog of war. You have to keep changing which button you got. Anyway, up here you might notice there's a couple of gruesome looking fellows.
Fuckers up there.
Up where? Where am I looking?
Up north.
Top of the map.
Oh. Ah, right. Okay.
All the way up there.
I wasn't looking up there. Can we see what they are from here?
You can see that they're orcs.
Elves.
They're not They're not paying a massive amount of attention. They haven't spotted you just yet.
Can I use a survival just to see if there's any terrain we can use to our advantage, whether that's throwing boulders or
I was waiting for you to say
slide or
throw.
anything like that?
I thought you were going to say you're going to throw me. I was like, yes.
There are various boulders strewn around.
I'll just do a survival check on it, see if there's anything we can use as a trap.
Anything you can use as a trap?
7.
Yeah. Judging by that, not really, unless you can think of a. If you can put across a plan that sounds cool.
I happen to have a hunting trap in my bag.
A hunting
I
trap.
also have a hunting trap.
Well,
I happen to be rather small.
in the true spirit of Dungeons and Dragons, if you can make it sound cool enough, we'll give it a go.
I vote that we throw the halfling, use him as bait, and as they come running back towards us, we set the traps.
That's a very good idea.
And then we all
Are the traps one-time use only, or can we recover and reuse them?
As a bait, Mr. DM,
Yeah.
I have a herbalism kit. Can I make it look like I'm damaged and I can do the help me from the latest Avengers?
Oh, yeah, I would have thought so.
So I don't know what's in the herbalism kit, but I'll probably like crush up some red paste.
Yep.
Wipe it all over my face.
There's bound to be some berries and such like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I'll make
sounds
myself
good.
look bloodied up.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that'd be a. Sounds plausible to me.
Are you still sat on my shoulders at this point?
Yes.
What if we shrouded ourselves in some sort of robe and made ourselves look like a giant or something like that? Or,
Go for the Hagrid approach.
Well, I am naked from the waist up.
You're naked from the waist up.
Yes.
That's a bit strange.
I don't feel the cold, you see. And normally I'm down low where all the heat is.
According to the book, this mountain is about 1,400 feet high, which is slightly taller than Ben Nevis. So I imagine you've got nipples
I
like
might be a little
bullets
bit
at this
nippy.
point.
I'll be wearing my winter blanket as a coat then. I do have common clothes as well, but the winter blanket sounds warmer.
If you smother yourself in the red berries, stay on my shoulders and we'll cover ourselves in the winter blanket and see if they take it as we'll just walk towards them and see if they take us as a giant or something like that.
I do have a little bit of fluff here that I should have read. It doesn't give you any more information, but for the sake of doing it properly, I'll read it to you now. The path climbs up one last step switchback towards the bare shoulder of rock. The hillside rises steeply on your right and drops away precipitously on your left. Debris and rubbish lie scattered over the last 100 yards or so. Discarded water skins, bits of charred bone, and splintered casks or kegs. Up ahead, the path opens onto a wide ledge and then doubles back sharply into the mountainside. Two bestial humanoids in hide armour stand watch on the ledge. They appear unattentive and bored.
They're wearing hide, so you can use the winter blanket to kind of blend in. So I agree with Rogar. Let's do what he said.
Yeah. So what's your...
Alright.
Go on in.
I shall advance forwards. I don't know where, but let's just move like a token up here, I suppose. Let's leave us go any further.
No, that looks a bit...
Halt! Who goes there?
You need to do the talking.
Trying to think of something smart.
Oi, Mr. Greenskin, we be a giant. Let us through.
What's your business?
We're delivering mutton.
Delivering mutton?
Yep.
Who are you delivering mutton for?
Your boss.
Oh,
It
The
boss.
chief.
Well, what's the password?
Oh, he didn't tell us that.
Everybody who delivers mutton up here knows the password. You ain't the normal mutton delivering wench that comes.
No, well, he met a grisly end coming up here, but he told us in his final dying breath, please deliver the mutton. We were his slave, basically, and but he didn't tell us any passwords.
Well, where is this mutton then?
Oh, it's under my robe.
Under your robe?
Yep.
Oh, I don't think I really... I don't know. I don't like the sound of that.
Well, I don't really want to get you under my robe. Could we just go through, please, and deliver this mutton?
Well, give me a persuasion check.
I imagine this to be like the Chinese movies where you get the English dialogue and then the mouth still moving.
I'm slightly concerned that they haven't realised that the conversation's coming from your crotch.
They can't show us my crotch.
Say persuasion on you,
Yeah.
yeah? There you go.
Yes!
Bloody hell.
Now you know how it feels, don't you, Ollie?
Yeah. Right. Well, it's a bit unusual. We don't normally have mutton on a Monday. It's normally fish on a Monday. Everybody knows that. But I suppose put it in the normal place.
All right. Can I just also mention that we've got a couple of mates with us. They are the slaves of us, although we were the slave of the mutton deliverer. So we've got Krug and Alphalos, who's also coming up the mountain with us. All right?
Well, I don't think you need 3 people to deliver some mutton, do you? They can stay here and I'll take you to the mutton drop-off point.
Well, Krug's one of you, so I'd rather he did come with us because he knows the lingo, innit?
He ain't one of us. He's one of those half-breeds. Look at it. Puny little things. We normally eat them.
Well, normally I eat... no, just come on, let him through.
No.
Um,
You can come through. They've got to stay there. Now,
Right,
follow
well,
me.
can I at least talk to them before we come through, just to tell them what's going on?
Well, I suppose so, but you better be quick before I change my mind.
All right, well, cover your ears then, so we can talk. All right. Okay,
I don't think so.
Me and Milo. Well, so he has no choices on my shoulders. We're going to turn around to the other two in a minute. Obviously, pass on the information that has already been given that we're the only ones allowed through. So we need to come up with a plan for what we're going to do. Gentlemen.
We'll flank them. There's
Two
four
of
of
us,
us.
one of them.
Exactly.
I don't know if could me and Milo get past them and then do a surprise attack from the rear when we just quickly uncloak ourselves. Well, I rip the cloak off and so, would that be an attack of opportunity or?
It'll be definitely fucking surprising for me.
We can't have two of us going up, but we've all got to get through it. So
Come on, make your mind up. What are you doing?
all right. I'll tell you what. Leave them behind, and I'll come through with the mutton.
Right, you follow me. The other two are staying there.
Okay.
Right, let me just do a bit of revealing.
Where's are you with me? Okay, cool.
I'm with you.
Right.
I have no plan for what happens next.
We can see that it's pretty much clear down here, can't we?
So yeah, you follow this orc, and he takes you up some roughly hewn steps to a bit more of a grander kind of semi-courtyard area down here.
Can I pause where I am? I was going to pause where we are.
Right, before we hit the second step. And that's where we'll spring our surprise.
Well, I think if we pause where we are, Lee, and
come on, what are you doing?
Wait for it. I don't know. We need to we're in between the two of them. We need to take both of them, don't we, really?
Once the other one's sort of round the corner, Alpha Alice is going to take on the form of what would be considered an attractive orc female as a distraction for the one that's left. Hello there, lad. The boss sent us down as a surprise.
Oh yeah. Why would he do that? He don't normally do that sort of thing.
He says you've been a very naughty boy. Got something to show you. As I move in within 5 feet.
What's your name then?
Whatever you want it to be, big boy.
Oh well. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. Roll the other one back.
In an attempt to blind that one. Obviously not specifically blinding it, but nice big bright light. As a distraction.
Sorry, I'm going to carry Milo down to this other bloke down here.
So I've got to do a Constitution save.
Yeah.
Well, you got DC 10, did you say?
DC 12.
12.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. So what's he taking? 1d6, 5 points of damage. And he sort of screams at that, and then from sort of over here, you hear a. There's a bit of a crashing sort of sound.
I farted a little.
That did not go to plan.
But nothing else.
I'm going to say to the orc that I'm standing next to, do you want to see what's underneath my cloak?
What about a watch?
And he sort of, because obviously there's been quite a big flash up here, he sort of, right, stand still, and he sort of lowers his axe kind of towards you. Get back!
At which point I cloak flings open, you can see that it's in fact a halfling stood on top of a dragonborn.
Oh, okay, I think we're rolling for initiative at this point then, aren't we?
Let's do it.
Indeed.
Alright, let's add a turn.
Well, that's not too bad. First roll of the night.
Which button do I have to press to roll for initiative?
The one on your character sheet in the middle.
Okay, give me 2 seconds then. Oh, yeah.
I'll just type mine because I'm rolling real dice.
If you select your character, your token as well, it'll add it automatically to the turn tracker.
Ah,
Yeah.
Hey, hold on a minute, they multiplied a bit.
All will be explained.
sounded it.
Hang on, what's going to be like your adventure book where we all just died?
Well,
So that's
it is highly possible. I don't know if what you know about the Yawning Portal adventures, but they were quite famous for being deadly.
well, the original adventures were pretty deadly.
I know about Tomb of Horrors, but that's it.
Right, are we all done? So Roger is up first.
Well, it's between me or Rogar, but I'll let Rogar go first.
Yeah, Roger can go first.
I'm not on the turn order because I'm rolling real dice.
Oh, okay. Right. Right. Well, I'm very conscious that you're still on my shoulders. I'd swing out my great axe from behind, which is latched to my back, swing that out, and let out a bellowing roar, and the only thing I can really do is swing my great axe. At this point.
Go for
Swing it at me.
Then, is that a hit?
Yeah. Let me have a look. Bloody hard to get enough room to see everything on this screen.
Oh no.
7? No.
7 out of 10.
7 does not hit, no.
Okay. So, swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Okie dokie.
And
So yeah, with a mighty roar and a halfling on your shoulders, you kind of swing, but unfortunately you miss. Now, what you may not be aware of, but you're kind of noticing now, is along the pathway, these are about 15 foot up in the air, according to the book, are arrow, like sort of arrow holes, like you'd have in a castle.
Arrow slits.
Behind each one of these arrow slits, unfortunately, is an orc with a longbow.
Ollie,
Yes.
I'm not in the turn order, Mr. DM.
Why not?
Because I'm rolling proper dice because I'm on PDF and
Oh, okay. Right. Let me add you on.
yeah, I rolled an 18.
What did you get? 18?
Yes.
You better have your go now then.
Yes. Mine's pretty easy. I'm going to springboard off said shoulders before the arrows fly.
There we go. Yep.
I'm going to land behind the dumb one in front of us.
Wow.
Seeing that the great axe missed, I'm going to try and shove a quarterstaff up his rear.
Okay.
Two-handed.
I think that would normally attract an attack of opportunity because you kind of sort of moving to jump over him, but it sounds so cool, we're going to let you go for it.
Yeah, I need to make space to roll more die. Does a 13 hit?
13 hits. He's in his hide armour, which consists of a loincloth and a bit of a bib.
So he's getting a two-handed quarterstaff up his roof, up his jack seat.
He is.
That's a D8.
He's literally going to shove the broom up his arse and sweep the floor as well.
Yes, 7 damage.
7 damage, I like it. -7. And his eyes are starting to water a little bit, but he's still standing. Mostly with the benefit of a staff to lean against, but he's still standing.
I'm going to have to wipe this fucking staff next.
Okay, So yes, the orcs and the arrow slits. This chappie over here, seeing the blinding light, is going to draw back his bow and take a shot at the female who's just sort of had blinding light. There we go. And he rolls a 9 to hit.
No, that doesn't hit.
Which misses. He's obviously can't quite see straight due to being blinded.
Doesn't want to hit the woman, that's what it is.
He doesn't. Nevertheless, the one next to him will take a shot. And hits with a 20. It's not a crit though, because he's got a plus to his thing, but 5 piercing damage from that arrow.
Nice.
And you're up next. Athalas. Althalas. Althalas.
You've got a what?
It's a cream. I need a cream for it, okay?
I think there's tiny blue pills there with that, isn't
I am going to... I've got my dagger on my side, so I will use that and, like, pokey at the orc.
Okay. He's not doing very well, that orc.
What? No, I don't have a character sheet. And I miss.
Oh, yeah. No, that's no good. You're obviously still blinded as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's down to Krug to save the day.
No pressure.
No pressure there, Tom. We need a cunning plan.
Plan so cunning, tell them what the fox.
So you whips out his halberd and he just unceremoniously over his shoulder sort of whips it down. Just takes a swing at him.
Okay. Good old fashioned crack on the head.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a hit.
And I don't know whether it's got it on or not. Like -2, so it's only 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. Oh, bloody hell, I've got to scroll my screen up. Just bear with me. Okay, he's still standing, but he's looking ropey now. He's blooded, as they would say. Good shot. Okay, anything else?
No, nothing else.
Okie dokie. Alright. One of the orcs' turn, but I can't see which one. Oh, okay, yep. So the orc that's down with Milo and Rogar is going to take a swing at Rogar, I think, with his great axe. 15.
AC is 16.
Oh, lovely. So yeah, it hits you hard, but it kind of tings off of your dragon-like carcass and doesn't do any damage. Good work.
Limit scales, not carcass. He ain't dead yet.
Yeah, I've got carapace is what I meant to say. Carapace.
Ah,
that's
yeah,
right.
That makes sense.
Carapace, yeah. Okay, so the other orc up the top with his javelin, he's going to take a swing at. Krug. 17.
That is a hit.
That's a hit. 9 slashing damage.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we got an orc down here with his longbow. He's going to take a shot at Milo. Hits with a 20.
I will catch that out the air.
Doing a grand total of 2 piercing damage.
I will use my reaction to catch the missile.
Oh, very nice.
And I've got to roll a d10. Actually, I don't need to roll a d10 plus my dex plus my monk level because it's only 2 damage. So my dex modifier is higher than that already.
Yeah. Okay.
If I am quiet at any point, Mr. DM, it's because I'm sorting the sheet out so I can use it for future reference.
That's all right. You can throw the arrow back, can't you? I believe, or is that like a key point, whatever.
It takes a key, so I'm gonna just drop it.
I couldn't quite. I knew you could do it, but I couldn't quite remember how.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the mic drop basically.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay. So another orc up here through the window. He's going to shoot off with his longbow as well at Milo. He likes the look of him. And he is a 9, so he misses.
Yes.
He's no good. And we're back round to the top of the order with Baranor.
That's me, Milo.
Yeah, we need to change the name on the sheet on there, don't we?
Yeah, I'm sorting out now.
That's all right.
I will continually... Well, I'm going to remove the staff from said ogre's asshole and hit him across the head with it.
There is a rather large lump of shite on the end, but it seems to have...
Unfortunately, I rolled that to the GM and I rolled a 22.
I can see it. That's cool. That's definitely a hit. 6. Oh, he is battered. He drops down to his knees.
Bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. He drops down to his knees, but he's still with us. Barely.
Only just then.
But still there. Rogar.
Well, as he's dropped to his knees in front of me, I'll sort of give him a bit of a grimace, and hopefully this time take his head off with the great axe. Fingers crossed. There we go.
12 is a miss.
Jesus,
Yeah,
really?
I think you must have swung just as he dropped to his knee, because the axe sort of just caught the top of his hair and maybe lopped off his top knot that he had on there, but you missed him and failed to do any damage. While this is all going on, you can hear commotion inside, various horns blowing, and the sort of sound of alarm and flat-footed things running around, and all kinds of commotion going on behind the walls through these arrow slots and whatever. So the chap with the longbow up here, the orc with the longbow, he can't really see Krug because Althulus is in the way, so he's going to take a shot at Althulus. 21 for 2 piercing damage.
That's not too bad.
And the next one, his companion, will do the same. And that's only a 6. That hits some rocks near you and misses, and it's now your turn, Althulus.
You missed.
We get
Try harder next time. And I will. I will stab at the orc in front of me again.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's all done.
That's a miss.
Yeah, I'm not doing very well with this dagger. I think I might need to
No.
practice somewhere.
So back round to Krug.
Okay. Krug will. He will take a wide sweep with his elbow. Orc in front of him. 12. Awful.
Yeah, it's just a miss, unfortunately. You hit him, but catches him on a muscle and doesn't really do any damage.
Alright. And I believe that would be it for me.
Okay. So the orc down with Rogar and Milo. He's going to swing his axe again. Well, he's going to stand up first, and then he's going to swing his axe at Rogar. 19. 10 slashing damage. So this time he finds a spot between your dragon scales and embeds his axe nice and deep. As he pulls it out, he's going to spit on you as well because he's feeling pretty rough now, pretty hard done by.
Yep.
Where are we?
Rogar's just going to wipe that away.
So we've got the orc up here with Krug and Athalar, and he will take a shot at Althular. 13.
That
Is a hit.
Yeah.
For 7.
Ouch.
And he's sort of laughing at you and going, "Oh, bitch." Okay.
It's your mother with that mouth.
We've got another one with a bow down here. He's going to take a shot at Milo. Unfortunately,
That misses.
the arrow sails over the top of Milo, hits the orc who's on his or who's just taken a lump out of Rogar, and it finishes him, puts him on his arse. He's actually been taken out by his companion, so he's gone.
Rogar's going to look wild to Milo and just say, "Good work, my little friend."
I'm looking puzzled at this point.
He did. So yeah, he's shot by the. You can hear a kind of a laugh coming from over in this area. They're not too worried about killing each other. It's not the first time it's happened by mistake. All right. Yeah.
Is that floating the speech thing? Is it mistake?
It's a mistake. Yes. So the next one also takes a shot at Rogar with his longbow. When the computer catches up.
Yes.
Come on, roll 20. Oh, there is. So 4, yeah, that misses. Back on there. Why does it stop working? Plague it. Oh, there we go. Right, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that misses. And Milo, you're up.
Right. Seeing the one in front of me is Dune.
I shall delete him so he's out of the turn order.
We've heard people inside, haven't we?
Yeah, there's all kinds of commotion inside, growling and grunting, horns blowing and general.
What can I see when I get to the door? These?
Yeah, let me show you. Hold on a sec.
Quickly do this turn and I've got to pop out for 2 minutes.
So you can see that. So basically, the door. These are doors.
I need to pop off for 2 seconds and then just hit me in the car.
So these are doors, and they've been slammed shut when the bright light went off and the orcs all started shouting alarm. So these are the great big sort of grand doors entrance to yeah. So the dwarf door. So shallow steps lead up through a steep fissure to the south and turn east into the mountainside. Here, a broad entranceway has been carved out of the stone. Marble steps, cracked with age and veined with green moss, lead up to strong double doors of carved stone, 8 feet wide and almost 10 feet tall. Arrow slits high on the north and south walls command this area. And those doors have been slammed shut when the alarm was raised.
Well, I moved a further 5 feet towards the doors, and I'm going to dodge for my turn.
Oh, nice.
And I'll be back as soon as I can be.
Okay. Should we take a quick break because Craig and Lee have got to do it? So, you want a quick comfort break, gents?
Yeah, good break.
I do apologise.
That's okay.
I'm up for it.
Right, see you in a sec.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okey-dokey.
Do that.
Great.
Yeah, it's quite brutal, the beginning of this one, isn't it?
It is a little bit, isn't it?
Oh, I've just received the Tales of the Dawning Portal. Was it yesterday I got it?
Oh, what, the book?
Yeah, I got it in yesterday, and I just I'm not going to read this adventure not until we've done it.
Yeah.
So it's a surprise sort of thing. But I've just gone through the Sunless Citadel one. Films with you, it's absolutely brilliant what we've read so far.
Yeah, we ran that. That was the last venture we did. So we're sort of trying to work through them in order. But they're really good actually. I mean, they're a little bit dungeon crawly, so they're kind of old-fashioned or old-style D&D. They're mostly all dungeons, but they are quite cool, yeah. And they're good. What I like about it is they're all adventures that you can sort of run for 4 or 5 sessions, rather than the sort of the big modules can take a couple of years to get through, you know. Whereas this is a whole story in a few sessions, which is quite cool. I wish they'd do more adventures like that. I mean, Fandelver's like that as well, isn't it? You can do that in a few sessions.
Yeah, there's another one. Is it Days of Blight?
Oh, I've not heard of that one.
It's a fan-based one. I have got it.
Oh, is that a DM's Guild one?
Yeah, it is actually really good. It's well written, really well written. I think it's Days of Blight. Let me just have a look. There's a bloke I follow on Instagram who makes it. Who done it?
Oh, okay. It does ring a vague bell.
Where is it? Got to find him now.
Oh.
So there's quite a few good adventures on that DM's Guild when you start digging around.
This one I just came across it just by accident, and from what I've seen that he's played, because he plays it as he's playing it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So far, sort of thing, and it's just absolutely brilliant what he's got so far.
Ah.
Where is it? So I'm going through his. You know, the best way of finding it. Yeah, Days of Blight it's called. Book 1 and Offering of Innocence it's called.
Ah.
But yeah, it's well worth it. He's got 2. He's working on the 3rd one at the moment as well. So.
Oh, okay. It's done like a sort of a series. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all sorts of things you can get on the guild. How good.
These 5-foot squares are on.
Let me have a look. I'm sure there's a scale on here somewhere. 1 square equals 5 feet. Yeah. This is the first module that I bought on Roll20. All the others I sort of make myself, put the maps on there and whatever. The Sunless Citadel one I made. This is quite cool. It's really weird about your token not working though, Mike, because it worked on the other one, didn't it?
With Colin? No, the torches didn't work on that either, did they?
How did you end up seeing on that? I can't remember.
I could see via Steve's token, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really know. The thing is, I know I'm using a map you guys using PCs, but I'm still only using Chrome, and it's all, it's all the latest versions and that. So
I don't.
Shouldn't work. The Flash player and whatever else you need is up to date. So
yeah,
it's just a bit strange, really.
Yeah.
So we have that.
I might have to disappear. Some little shit's just gone past a gang of 4 kids and smacked the side of Lou's car in.
Oh.
They smacked the Wing Miracle in off and smashed the Miracle.
Well, if you're going to go after them, just be a little bit careful.
It's happened about 20 minutes ago. I got the second monitor up so I didn't see it on the CCTV.
Oh, right.
I'll disappear off for a bit.
Where you fucking going? I don't care.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do, man. If you need to get away.
Happened, I think.
It's just occurred to me. I don't know if any of you are going to watch this back. Probably you won't because you've played it, but because it's recording through my screen, you can see everything that's behind the bits that you can't see.
Yeah.
Which is quite funny. So Lee, are you back? Are you there? No. Still awake.
Come back with it.
Are you sticking with us?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. There's Milo up there. So Milo's just taking his go, so he'll be back in a minute. So if we just crack on, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Rogar, you're up.
Right, well, I ain't got enough movement to go up and help the other guys out. And you said there was arrow positions above the staircase where Milo is.
Yeah. Let me try and make them a bit more obvious for you.
I think you just about see the slits down the side there.
Yeah. So you got one like that.
Yeah.
One like that.
Oh, I see you mean, right? Yeah.
And then there is 3 here. There you go. Does that sort of help?
Yeah, that's fine. How high up are they?
They are 15 foot high.
How wide are they?
That's a great question. They're not very wide. They're arrow slits.
So you wouldn't be able to get a hand axe from them.
No. Well,
I'll try.
if you're tall enough and you've got the reach, you can try to attack them. I think probably a ranged weapon would work better. But the
Can I? Okay, so I can't go and help the other guys out. I'm too far away. What I will do is move to the base of my nearest one, which is there, and I will. Character sheet map. There it is. I will use my hold breath. So he's going to. So Rogar inhales deeply, and then prepares to use his dragon weapon and breathe out a icy cold breath with the intention of freezing his opponent to the spot.
Oh, cool.
So say DC 14.
Okay.
Succeed.
Is it a con save? Is it?
It is, yeah. Take 2d6 damage
Save.
on a failure.
So he ducks down. The guys here enjoy 3/4 cover as well, so they get a bonus to their AC.
Well, a successful save is 1d6 worth of damage.
Yeah, okay. So give us 1d6.
He's filled the room the archer's in with icy cold blast, but it's.
Do you want me to roll a d6 or do you want to do it?
You can roll a d6.
It came up as 6 actually. That was irritating. Hate it when that happens. Very good. Okay, cool. Right, so it's the orc up here. Once again, he will take a shot at Arathula since he's still standing there, and that's a 14 with 8 points of damage. 14 is a hit.
That hurts.
8 points of damage.
That hurts a lot. That seriously knocks me to my feet a little bit.
Okay. You're still standing though, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll still be standing.
I saw. Yeah, that's all right. Cool. Okay. And the next one does the same. And that's only a 5, so that misses. That hits a rock. So that's not a very good. Orc's not a very good shot there. And it's now your turn, Alphalus.
I will.
Sorry, guys. That DC for that cold breath, I don't know where 14 came from. It should be 8 plus 1 plus 2 all the time. DC. It should be 11, no matter what.
Okay, well, same result then, isn't it? Still saved.
Yeah. I'm still on 14 was wrong, to be honest. Anyway, sorry.
That's all right. Cool.
So at this point, I will internally be getting very pissed off. I'll sort of take on the form of a tiefling.
Oh.
Horns and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I will use my Word of Radiance yet again to blast forth a nice big reddish sort of light.
Oh, lovely. Is that sort of aimed towards this one again?
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah. Okay, common zone. 23 saves.
Ouch. So no damage.
So yeah, he sort of he's got wise to your game and kind of looks the other way. Krug, save the day.
Okay, and he will. I see. I really want to rage, but now I've lost the actual mojo for what I was going to say. Right, he will actually just attempt to stab at the orc with his halberd.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a hit.
4 again. That ain't right. I've got 1 on it. Yeah, just 4 again.
4. Okay. So the orc is still standing, but barely.
That'd be about it for me. Should have raged. Ugh.
Okay. So it's that orc's turn now, and he's going to grab hold of you and try and shove you over.
Right.
So you need to do a strength check.
Oh. Just normal strength save or athletics?
You can do athletics if you want.
No, they're both the same. I've done. Is that strength save I've just done? Yeah, it was a save.
Oh, nice.
There's a save though, isn't it?
That's all right. That'll do. So yeah, so you hit him with the halberd, and he sort of takes a bit of damage, and he tries to shove you away, but you stood your ground. You're too strong for him. He's on his last legs. So we've got an orc with a longbow somewhere. Where is he? Oh yeah, right down here. And the one down here, he's gonna take a shot there. He can't see Milo from where, because you're tucked behind around the corner there, which is quite handy. So he's gonna take a shot at Rogarth and misses. Obviously the icy breath has affected them. Here's this one, and the other one who's right in front of you, he's going to sort of poke you with his great axe through the hole, and that's an 18.
On me, yeah?
Yeah.
Whether he's 15 feet up.
That's, to be honest, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, no, I'll give you that. Fair enough. He'll try his longbow instead.
All right, mate.
Well, I'll tell you what. He's tried to poke with his axe, but he can't reach. He's not very bright. He's not at the end of the day. So he's just been breathed on, and he's like. But no, it's not gonna.
16. Is it the same as or greater to hit?
What, the bow?
No, bow. Is it?
Yeah, the great axe was a bit more. So yeah. So he's missed you anyway. He had a go, but he failed. Milo, I don't know. Lee, you back or? No, Lee's not there. Okay. Right. Well, we've got a bit of a problem because Lee's not here and he's using a paper character sheet at the moment. So Nobody's got his stats, so we'll just have to ignore him for a sec. Rogar.
I'm going to now I'm going to close the fight. I'm going to make my way in and stand next to Milo. Yeah.
Oh, you're hiding around the corner, are you?
Yeah, that's all I can do for a minute, really.
Okay. So back round to this guy up here with his longbow, and there's not a lot else he can do other than shoot at Arthurus, unfortunately. And that's a 23, which was a crit. So it's 9 piercing damage, but that's doubled, so that's 18 because it was a crit. You're muted at the moment, Craig.
Said, ow, that's very, very dead.
So yeah, so you've got spiked by an orc. You're currently bleeding out. Then I'll take it.
Yeah. As I'm sort of stabbed, my form will return to its natural silvery sort of state.
Okay. Second orc with the longbow. Now you're lying on the floor, bleeding. He can sort of, I don't know, would you say that he can see Krug from there?
I don't know. See, to be honest with you, I don't know if you're a big cover or not.
Yeah. Try. There's a tape measure on here somewhere. I can't find the bloody thing. We give you, yes, we give you cover behind that. I don't even think you can see it, to be honest.
Which one is it?
The second one here. Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to, I don't think.
No.
No, because I don't know. It's your choice, your call.
Yeah, I reckon maybe 3/4 cover, which gives you +5 to your AC.
Okay, so 20.
That sounds reasonable.
It's your choice.
Let's give it a go. Yeah, no. Not a chance. Oh, bloody hell, my thing's gone off. Okay, so next one up is Althulus. You need to make a death save. If you want to do that on the... Yeah, do it on there, we can see. I don't know if you can hear us, Craig. You've muted again, but you need to make a death save.
Sorry, say that again.
I don't know if you can hear us. You've muted, but you need to make a death save.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
What does the offender that smacked him down at the poker?
Come on, you roll it for me. Bear with me 2 seconds. Let's look at the copy.
Yeah. Tom, do you want to do the honours?
Right, first one tries it. He's got blonde hair.
First one tried it.
1 second.
So just a normal D20, 10 or less is a fail. 11 to 20 is a 1 pass.
Oh, no, I've forgotten how to do these now.
That's all right. So on the left-hand side is all the icons. There's a dice, is the second from the bottom.
Yeah.
Click on that and just choose 1 D20. Whee! Pass. Okay. Good man.
Sorry, it's been ages since I've played on Roll20.
No, don't apologise. That's a good roll, so that's all right. Okay, and you're up. So you've got someone on the floor bleeding out next to you.
Right.
You've got a monk standing in front of you.
Right. As he does, as Aphrodis is on the floor, Krug screams, literally like roars in the orc's face, also to sort of show his strength again at him, and he will rage.
Oh, okay.
And as he does, he spits out in anger, "You've hurt my friend!" As he takes a wild swing with the halberd.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
He's back.
24.
24, yeah. Smashes him to bits.
For 10 damage.
How does he die?
He more or less he takes a swing. As he does, he shaves from his ear down to his cheekbone, his head in half. With the halberd.
Ooh, that's all blood and guts and bits of brain and everything are going all over the place. Yeah. Probably covering you and Althulus in gore and slime as they go. Yeah. Good work.
And as he does, he screams out again, "Friend will be born again!" And that's his turn.
I like it. Very good. Okay, right, so we're back down to these guys with the bows here. They can't, I don't think they can really see you two in here, but they're just gonna ready an action, both of these guys. So if you they're expecting you to come back out, they know the door's shut, so if either of you are to pop out of here, they're going to take a shot at you. They've readied an action. These guys up here, they can't, well, this one, let's have a look.
I'm back, by the way, Mr. DM.
Ah, cool. So, Milo, did you hear what I just said, or you?
Yeah, they're ready in an action, about to ping us if we leave.
So you and Rogar are kind of in this alcove, so you're sort of safe from being shot at. But they're ready in an action up there. These guys, you got Althulus is currently bleeding out on the floor. Krug's fairly all right. This orc here can see him. This orc here can't really. And so it's this one's shot next. He's going to take a shot at Krug until it's Krug's turn and he can move. So he'll do that. 14.
That is a miss.
That's a miss. Cool, that's that one. And it's back to Althulus. You need to make another death save. You've had one success so far.
Yeah, I saw that one time.
Hey, that's good. 2 successes. Cool. Krug, what do you want to do?
Krug will. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a pencil. Keep track of my rage. He will run up to here, okay. And as he does so, he pulls out a hand axe, and as he runs up, he jumps and he'll throw the hand axe, try and get it through the hole.
Oh, good work. That's kind of cool. Yeah, go for it.
Someone's been watching those moving pictures again.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I think unfortunately you slipped on a bit of the gore from the orc you just slaughtered there, and probably stumbled as you went across the courtyard, because as you jumped up, your axe has just rattled around inside the arrow slit and fallen on the floor down by you where you were standing there. You missed, I'm afraid.
Right.
Okay, so the guys down here are all standing ready to fire anyone who comes out of the alcove, and Milo, it's over to you.
Right. Just checking something. I believe I can get to him. But how am I going to do it? I'll look to Rogar, give him a cheeky wink and say I'll be back in a second. And I'm going to charge up as if I'm Sanic. I'm going to spend a key point and do Step of the Wind. And I'm going to take a dash as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing a comrade down. I'll move 35 feet to there. Get to there.
Oh, right.
And then action dash to get to here and do a medicine check to stabilize him.
So these two that had...
Actually, no, I can't. Damn it.
These two had readied an action, so they both can take a pot shot as you go by.
Yep. Use my action to dash, so I can't medicine check him.
So the first one is 22 for 4 points of damage.
I'm going to catch that as a reaction.
And the second one is only 5.
That one misses.
So you've made it clear, and they've used their actions.
I drop the arrow as I sprint past.
So like a bolt of grease lightning, this tiny little halfling has just darted all the way through past all these archers, caught an arrow, dumped it on the floor as he's gone, skidded past Krug and the slime of the orc, and darted around the corner. Fantastic. Okay, so you're back to there, but you've not managed to stabilise.
No, I realised that I had to dash the second time, so...
So now it's Rogar's turn. We're all waiting with bated breath for something equally as dramatic.
Probably not. I'm just going to step up to this doorway and I'll take it. There you go. I'm going to step up to that doorway, take a good hard look at it. And with all my might, I'm going to make a strength check and see if I can bash this door in.
Okay.
My strength on it. No.
No.
Not very mighty at all.
No. No, you bash on the door, it doesn't even rattle. Unfortunately, with that effort. Okay. Nice to try.
That's all I got then. That's the end of my sentence.
Okay. Yeah. So this chap, he's the orc up here. He's gonna have a shot with his longbow down at Krug, who's standing there. 19, 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Is it round up or round down? Is a hit. So it's first time playing a barbarian as well. Is it round down? Or round up? Damage.
I can't. Lee, do you know offhand? You're pretty. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, it's round down.
Yeah.
Round down.
Sorry, I was having a bit of a puff on the old vape. Didn't want to blast her ears off. So it'll be 3 damage.
Yeah.
Okie doke. And yeah, his colleague is going to do the same. And that's 18 for 2 points of damage.
Okay. -1. Okay.
Okay, cool. Right, Alphilus, death save.
Seconds.
If you're dying me now, I'm going to kill you myself.
Oh, nice. So yeah, you're now stable. Very good. Okay, Krug, you're up.
Okay. I don't know what to do. I will. Actually, I'm going to have another go with my other hand axe at the orc in there again. Sort of jump up and have another go.
Okay.
Let's see. Come on. 24.
24 hits, believe it or not. Yeah, good one.
For 9.
Oh, nasty. That's hit him hard. He's still alive, but you've done some pretty good damage, yeah?
And then I will, sorry, for the rest of my action, I will sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, run down to about there.
Okay.
One move action.
So, this orc down here is going to ready an action in case he sees anybody coming.
So, speed that one down there.
Yeah, so the first character he sees, he will take a shot at, as will his colleague here, and it's Milo's turn.
Seeing that he's no longer bleeding out, because he destabilised himself with death saves, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to grab him if possible and try and drag him around the corner so he doesn't get shot.
Okay.
I believe it takes half movement to drag.
Yeah, I can't remember what exactly the thing is, but it sounds plausible. It's certainly enough to just get him around the corner there.
I'll willingly spend like full 35 feet to get him. Like the one behind me is where I'm trying to put him.
Yeah, I reckon you're both sort of round here or something. That's all right, isn't it?
Just to get him a bit safer.
Out of harm's way, so to speak. And we are, I would say, out of initiative because nobody can actually see anybody as such. Although there are 2 orcs here with actions ready for you.
Wink, wink.
Yeah, and obviously these 2 here are going to be on full alert as well. So bear that in mind. But it's over to you guys.
Following my feeble attempt at kicking down the door previously, Rogar just shakes himself off and readies himself for another go. So I'm just going to roll a strength check and just see what happens.
Okay.
Possibly have a go at the door.
You're going to carry on bashing at the door, are you?
I'm going to try and bash the door one more time. If this can happen. You get a sub window coming up with input value when I roll something.
Oh, look at that. That's
rubbish.
Even worse than last time. This.
Well, in that case, can I just do one last thing and just. Come on. Well, when roll 20 catches up. Just want to investigate this door and see if it's possible to even open it.
Possible for you to open it, did you say?
In any shape or form. Whether that be a attack or just we need something to get in there.
Okay. Investigate. Look. So yeah, you sort of have a good look around this door, but nothing in your knowledge that you can, it's covered in dwarven runes and stuff. Obviously, this is an ancient dwarven kingdom, but you're not a dwarf, unfortunately. You don't know of any way that you can open it other than brute strength.
Yeah, I don't have to walk yet.
If only there was somebody in the party who spoke Dwarvish. Who also happens to be the only healer.
I can speak Celestial. Not that helps anybody.
I can speak Dwarvish. Crow can speak Dwarvish.
I once heard a tale from a bard about a wizard and men and some halflings and an elf who stood at a dwarven door and apparently had to speak French to enter.
Yeah, and you remember what happened with the Watcher in the Deep as well, about 30 seconds after you said it. But, you know.
Yeah, there's a loud fart noise and people die.
There are older and darker things than goblins in the deep places of the earth.
Bonus points to anybody who can remember the actual word.
What, to the door?
Yeah.
Mellock.
Well,
yeah.
You mean an internet cookie?
I've read the book like 4 times and watched the film countless, so.
My best impression of Ian Helen. Mellock.
Full of a took.
Yeah,
Flying fools.
Inquisitive hobbits, Peregrine, took you are by far the worst.
We've not had the drums in the deep just yet, have we?
Nearly spat banter everywhere.
Right, what are we doing about this door then?
What are we going to do about this bloody elf?
I'll tell you what, Croc's going to go off towards the door.
Okay.
Come on, why is Roll20 so slow?
So, Krug, as you get to about here, both of those orcs are going to take a shot at you.
Yeah.
First one is 19 for 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
And the second one, 23, which is a crit. So 5, which is doubled, so 10 points of damage.
Are you still raging?
No, because it's out of combat and sort of.
The rage lasts a minute, I believe.
How long's it been since combat, though? That's the trouble.
That's also true.
It's been
Mr.
a
DM,
little
it's up
while
to you.
because you've been dragging bodies and bashing doors and all sorts.
Yeah, a minute's gone, I'd reckon.
Yeah, so that's 17 points of damage.
That's alright, I'm still up. I'm on 12. See if it catches up to what I just did.
You can carry on the rest of your movement now, though, if you like.
Yeah, for some reason it's not. There we go.
Oh, very cool.
Okay. So I ask Roger what's up with door?
I don't know. You must hit it hard.
Now I can speak Dwarvish and read Dwarvish. What as I look at the door, what can I see?
It's covered in guarding runes, and the word Kundakar is carved across the top, which is the name of the ancient dwarven stronghold.
Right.
What can you tell me, Greenskin?
Dwarvish writing says Gundakar, Dwarven stronghold. And with that, he will make the motion to Roger to sort of hit the door, sort of like shoulder barge at the same time.
So joint strength.
Yeah.
Oh, so one of you can do a strength roll with advantage then, if you like.
Alright, yeah, I'll roll strength. 13. I'll see what you come up with, Tom, and then we'll decide who's getting the advantage.
Take the highest, yeah.
Where am I? Sorry, my computer's going a bit slow at the moment.
It's just Roll20, it's always slow.
I have whispered you, Mr. DM.
Cool. You take advantage then on your roll, I suppose, and add it up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so neither of you managed to break the door just yet.
1 second. I've got to find it. Oh, yeah, the 11.
Door
I'm
blocks you.
going to get more strength. I'm looking at this door, I'm getting quite angry, I'm feeling pretty good about this, so I'm going to make more strength
So
check on that.
if you do it again and fail, you're going to both take 1 level of exhaustion just to sort of put you off sitting here all night and keep trying to bang the same bit of door.
I've
Okay.
got 15.
Hang on, let me just roll. I've got 12.
Yeah, so, okay.
So make the 3-foot halfling come round and show you how to do it.
We smash your head against it and see what happens. So, what's the exhaustion mean for me, Ollie?
So the first level of exhaustion is disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
And every time you fail thereafter, you'll be taking a level of exhaustion, and it gets increasingly worse.
So we need to rest, basically.
Yeah.
It lasts until we have a rest, isn't it?
It's just a mechanic to stop you from standing there doing the.
What we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so if Krug doesn't know any way of getting through that door, is there nothing he can see at all that would indicate a way through, other than the name of the stronghold?
Not currently.
Did you get my whisper, Mr. DM?
Yeah, I saw you. Yes, and yes, that's good. Yep, it's done.
Cool. I will trundle my way back.
So, Athula, you're Althula. You are. Milo has used some of his herbal medicine abilities to bring you back to 1 health point. So you're now conscious, awake, and got a sore head, but you're back in the land of living.
Can I do a stealth to try and get under these arrows? Hang on, let me put my thing back before I do anything. Could I roll a stealth to try and sneak under these arrow slits?
You can do it with disadvantage because they're obviously standing.
They're waiting for us.
Yeah, they're highly.
Right,
highly
I've got roll
alert,
2 on.
I should
So
say.
it'll be the lowest of these 2 rolls.
Yes, please.
So 6.
So unfortunately, that's not enough.
Yeah, I gathered. So I'll move to there. Obviously, if there's
so
arrow slits there.
They're both going to take a shot at you, I'm afraid. So the first one is 8 and 4 piercing, so that's a miss. Second one, yeah, they both miss anyway. You're so cool. Small.
I'll action dash and get to here, and that's my action done.
We in range of that other archer on the other side there.
Am I in range of this guy? He can take a shot at me if he wants. His friends aren't doing very much.
Yeah, he's had time to reload, so I think realistically you probably would. 21.
I'll catch it. So I'll do my deflect missiles, which I'll put in the chat so people can read it.
Yeah.
And I roll a D10 plus 6. So I can't fail this, but I want to see how bad I do anyway. I just catch it.
Very good.
Right. Can I just... I'm going to roll a history check, because a lot of Silver Dragons basically took over Dwarven strongholds. So I want to know if I know anything about this, any secret ways in. And failing that, I've got another plan.
A lot of what? A lot of stone giants, did you say?
The Silver Dragons took over Dwarven strongholds.
Is that right? So
what I'd like to do is use a history check to know if I know of this stronghold and if there's any other ways in besides this doorway.
Okay.
So I was going to roll a history and see what happens. If not, no idea.
11. You can't remember any details, but you do know that the orcs laid siege to the mountain for a good few months before finally finding a way to sneak in and attack the dwarves. So basically, the orcs tried a full frontal assault and failed, but they eventually managed to take the mountain by finding another way in.
I suspect that way in is down here, potentially. It's going to ping it. No, I'll just ping it.
Just point to where you want and hold the button down.
I will do when my...
Unless you've got a Mac, in that case, you might as well just cross your fingers and hope it works.
What's going on here?
Oh, there you go.
Can I catch up at this point?
Yeah.
Do you want to roll for this guy up here, Ollie? As I run past his little arrow slit.
Got him. Oh, not a crit. So 18 damage.
Whoa.
Oh, can I reaction again to catch it?
I think it's the same bit of movement, isn't it? Really, or do you think?
No, this is a different turn because I action dashed on the
Go on,
last
then.
one.
Yeah, go on. Why not?
18 damage could do a lot of damage to me right now. 7 damage.
Okay.
Come on, Sheik, catch up. I would like to use my action to try and shove this door in and show the big guys how the little guy does it. Using my quarterstaff as leverage.
Okay.
What would you like me to roll, sir?
It's a strength check.
Cool. 15. And I will turn to the big guys and say, we ain't getting in this way.
I'm going to look at Krug and just say to him, try shouting in Orcish. Maybe they'll let us in that way.
Have you tried shouting in Dwarvish? Maybe open?
As Krug does actually show in Dwarvish. Open!
Oh, and what does that sound like then, Tom?
Open in a Scottish accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't do that as well, being really sort of.
Open, you bastard!
Yeah, that.
You big bastard!
So as you shout it, you can hear the door creaking, looking as if it's trying to open, but something on the other side is barring it shut.
He just shrugs. That's Venom shrugs. I don't know what else to. Hang on.
Well, there's obviously another way in it, but where it is.
Could I do... No, I don't want to do that. I was going to say, can I roll a perception to see if there is any other entrances?
You can, yeah.
This is going to be great. My +2, 17.
You can't see any other entrances from where you are. Nothing in the stonework or the masonry work or anything looks unusual. Cool. Nothing.
While I will sit and meditate.
Yeah.
I would like to use my channel divinity. I've sort of regained my senses a little bit there.
Yep.
And Blue's popped out to go and de-stress at the shop. To restore 12 hit points to myself. Sorry, 11 hit points.
Good.
The two are still up in the arrow slits, aren't they?
Yeah, all of these orcs. I mean, they're all listening to you, lot banging on the doors. Everybody inside is armed and ready for battle. So everybody's prepared. Everybody's got arrows knocked. First sight of anybody, they're going to be taking a shot at you.
If I leave the torch back there, is it still relatively dark down this pathway? Or is it lit?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Can I try and stealth past?
You can, but as I said to Milo, they are watching out for people, so you'd have to do it with disadvantage.
But in Dark Vision, if they don't have, like, the Barbarian Eagle thing, they'd have disadvantage too.
Well, the orcs have got Dark Vision, and changelings don't have any at all, so in actual fact, it would be double disadvantage. But you can't have double disadvantage, so... Yeah.
So I sort of get a bang
changeling without a torch,
as much noise as possible,
crawling up a dark passageway ain't going to work.
I'll sort of get to about there, realise this really isn't working.
Yeah.
And then I will, that'll be about 10 foot, wouldn't it, to get there?
Yeah.
I will run the remainder of my 30, and I'll use an action to dash, I believe it is.
Yeah. So it's 60 foot
there.
in total, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. These two take a shot at you as you dash past.
Yeah. So if I move there, I'll take the.
So 5 points from the first one.
Yeah.
And
misses.
I think that misses, doesn't it? Yeah, that misses.
Yeah.
So just 5
Good bloody
points.
job.
Yeah.
The only other thing that I can see here is what's going on up in.
And then this one down here can see you as well now.
Which one?
The one down here. And they just hit you with a
There.
crit. So that's 8.
God's sake.
This
You
one
down
here,
the-
I would say, can't actually see you just yet.
I didn't even see there was one down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me down again.
You're unconscious again.
Yeah. It's double damage, isn't it, for a crit? So that's 8 points.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm down.
Snapping out of meditation.
Like a nickel elastic.
I will I will run to here and throw a dart in the arrow slit here.
Yeah. This orc here will take a shot at you. He's not had a shot yet, so
He can have a shot at me. I'll try.
I'm sure you'll catch it. 8. So he
Fails.
misses.
I do the Matrix. Watch it fly past me, and then I huck a dart in the bottom one to see if I can get the other one out of my way.
Okay. Miss.
Yeah, I thought as much. That's
They have, according to the book, they have 3/4 cover
can I get to him?
behind those arrow slots.
I will run to this person, Uthalus, or Mr. Phallus, and I will stand over his downed body as much as I can with my 3-foot figure to try and give him some cover from any more arrows hitting him
Okay.
until the next turn when I can try and do medicine to stabilize him.
So the one that's currently the primary target is trying to shield me from being shot at.
That's
Yes.
it.
Okay. What about the other 3 feet of me?
Yeah. It's all part of the plan.
I'm doing my best with what I've got.
Yes.
I'm going to signal the crew to take the arrow slot on his side of the courtyard. I'm going to move to the one that I breathed on before.
Yep.
I'm going to like some sort of athletics check to sort of see if I can just scale up to the actual slot before I breathe into it.
Yeah, can do. Yeah, got him.
Right, let's see if I can do that.
You can choose athletics or aerobics. It's up to you.
Aerobics.
I'm better in athletics, so let's go for that. Oh, God, I'm going to keep pressing this thing. How do I go with this input value box every time? Yeah, there we go.
Did you
Oh,
set
good.
in-
Yeah. So you dig your claws into the masonry and scale up it.
I suppose they'd probably take a little bit by surprise to see a big dragon head appearing in front of their box.
Yeah. The slot's too narrow for you to climb through, but you can certainly put your snout through it.
And then it's DC 11, and then whatever the damage would be, depending on what you roll.
There we go. 9.
You need a tic tac, man.
So you take 2d6 worth of cold damage.
Oh, lovely. You want me to roll that?
Yeah, go for it. That's fine.
Oh, there you go. It's 8.
Nope.
Wake up. Come on,
Here's
Token, wake up.
He's got a chilly willy while I protect the phallus.
There you go. Oh, look at that. He is... Yeah, this guy's feeling the chill. He's still alive, but he's bloody cold.
Does he start singing, I feel it in my fingers?
Yeah. In fact, I think a couple of his teeth might have just snapped off where they've chilled, frozen. Cool. Okay.
When I asked the door to open, how did it open? Like on hinges, or did it lift up?
It would swing open.
Swing open.
Yeah. Inwards.
Well, inwards.
Yeah, you can probably see on the picture. These two bits are the actual door. I've just added this bit to represent it being shut. That makes sense.
Can I make an investigation to actually see, as I say, open, see what's barring the door, sort of trying to stop it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll do that.
Investigation. Okay. So you can hear wood creaking, and there's probably a gap of about 1 millimeter or 2 maybe, as it tries to open. Behind, you can probably see on the map, behind are 2 big braziers full of fire. So there is a bit of light inside to see. And basically what you can see is a massive, great big hunk of wood, probably half a tree trunk that's been hewn and slotted down as a bar behind the door.
Okay. Right. The next thing I want to do, I'm going to pull out my tinderbox and also pull out a torch and the bottle of drink, and I'm going to test to see how flammable the drink is.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I sit there, I'll sort of pour a little puddle of the drink on the floor, as well as take a sip of it, and sort of just play with the tinderbox, see if it catches.
So as you take a sip, you recognise it instantly as a very high quality dwarven whiskey.
Oh, that's
so
good stuff.
It's about 60% proof.
Okay, now I'm sort of debating, do I actually pour, as I say open, sort of pour it on there, see if I can get a fire going? Well, I'm going to light the torch anyway, so I'm going to have a torch here with me, and then I will say open. As I do, I'm going to take a mouthful of the drink and sort of spit it and spray it into the room, see if I can catch the tree trunk on fire.
So you're going to make your own dragon's breath?
Yes.
Okay, it's quite a small gap, but give it a go, yeah.
What do I need to roll?
Well, we just talk through it. So yeah, so you take a big swig and then you sort of spray it through the gap, and it does hit the wood there, and you can sort of see the little bits of sparks settling on it, and you hear an orcish voice from the side, and a bucket of water goes splash over it.
Well, then I'll just take a mouthful of the whiskey and sit down, sort of scratch my head.
While I'm still up there, I'm going to breathe through that arrow slot again, just in the, trying to make this area safe, so that we can actually manoeuvre around here without being shot at. So again, DC 11. 1.
Pass.
Pass, yeah.
Cool. And as you do it, the orc behind you just has a shot at you.
Yeah.
12, so misses.
Taking off. Okay. I'm going to climb down from there and just move onto these steps, I guess, because I can't really think of where else to go or what else to do all down there.
Do they not take 1d6 damage on a success still?
Oh yeah, that is true actually. Sorry, yeah, on a successful save you do take 1d6 damage.
In that case, this one perishes.
Also, I realised I was muted. My medicine check was to see if I can awaken the phallus.
Okay.
I rolled a 15.
Oh yeah, you did, yeah. Yeah, so he's back to 1 hit point. I'm assuming it's a he. It might be a she. It's a
phallus to see if they wake up.
Is it a unisex name, a thallus?
That's because changelings don't have a specific gender.
Oh, very, very modern. Very 2018.
It's only because I'm role-playing it as that.
Yeah.
Is it gender fluid or is
non-binary? I think is the new word.
Just as a side note, out of game, Luke just asked a quick question regarding her mirror that's been smashed off. Does she need to report it to her insurance?
Bearing in mind I've reported to the police.
Bearing in mind it's been reported to the police.
If you report it to your insurance, they'll fix it, but it might affect your no claims. Whereas if you just buy a new mirror from you could probably fix it yourself for cheaper and not affect your no claims. So it's up to you.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, 6 or 1/2 dozen the other.
You're not legally obliged to.
No.
Yeah,
No.
you're not legally obliged to. You're probably better off doing it yourself, basically.
You'd be
Yeah,
cheaper
that's
to
what
do
they
it
say,
yourself.
even for notification, because it's gone through. The police told me I had to call my insurance.
Even as notification only, just do it that way.
Because it's criminal damage. Instead gave me the crime reference and said I had to contact the insurance, but I don't fucking know.
Do it as notification only, then I suppose.
Yeah, they
I'm not-
have
I'm
to
not
say
paying
that
for
to
it.
cover their own backs.
It's going to just cost me more than it's going to cost me to fix it.
Yeah, just do it as notification only.
But I don't really check my insurance.
Sorry.
You know, one day I'll get my fucking night in peace.
I'm back now, sorry.
That's all right.
Love you.
I'm going to
But yeah, changelings don't have a gender left fluid, they can do whatever they want. Because Wizards of the Coast is very modern and PC these days.
Oh yeah, this would go down well on all the forums. You playing a non-binary, gender fluid, flipping asexual, gender changing thing.
Maybe I can do whatever you want me to do.
Yeah.
What is the effect when you actually change, though? Is it smoke or is it liquid or?
You know Deep Space Nine, Odo?
Mm-hmm.
That, basically. That's how it's described in the book. It sort of ripples.
So you could say you're gender fluid.
Exactly.
Well, I've not seen Odo, so I'll have to look that up. Very good.
Odo is a changeling in Star Trek. He he has the ability to change his shape into whatever. When he does it, he sort of goes into like a brown liquid. It sort of ripples.
A brown liquid.
Yeah.
Well.
You could say it's a bit of a shit ability, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that Mystique on X-Men sounds a bit better than turning into a puddle of brown liquid.
I can't even drink right now.
So you're named after a phallus and you turn into a puddle of brown liquid.
Steve got my reference. If he was here, he'd defend me.
This is good. I like it. Right.
Alphalus is a character from a book.
A character from a what?
From a book.
Oh, your book?
No, a book.
A book, okay.
By David
I'm sure it is. Is it the sort of book you find up high in newsagents?
No, but it has some very funny moments in it.
Uh-huh. Cool. Right.
That's what they all say. And then we go on to dragon dildos and shit.
Don't. They're not initiated, they're not ready.
I don't really know where to go with this, to be honest.
You really don't want to know.
Right.
Let's just say a previous session ended rather abruptly.
So, just to recap, we've got Krug standing by the barred door. We've got an orc with a longbow there. We've got a couple of orcs with longbows here.
Can I move in?
You guys are sort of hidden in a kind of a bit of a safe zone, but this orc here is going to get ready to shoot you pretty soon if you don't think it's something to do.
I'd like to move here and climb up to the arrow slot, taking a leaf out of the Dragonborn's book. I'd like to try and ninja scale the wall.
Right. You manage it.
And I know I'll probably get shot at from the arrow slit, but I'm going to do my own shooting and throw darts.
Oh, it hits. No, it doesn't. Sorry, 17 is a miss, I'm afraid.
Well, I have 8 left, so I'll continually to do it.
Okay.
Did you say this arrow slit's like 6 inches wide?
Yeah, they're not very big. You've all been in a castle. You know what an arrow slit kind of looks like.
Yeah. Not very big at all.
For our American friends who don't have any castles in their new country, they're about the size of a letterbox, but maybe slightly longer.
I don't think they know what a letterbox is either.
They don't have. Oh no, they have them stupid tin things on the end of their drives, don't they?
It's 6 inches wide and usually about 36 inches tall. Roughly.
Yeah. How could you describe an arrow slit to someone who doesn't have castles or letterboxes?
Hole in a stone wall that shooty things come out of.
Yeah.
Like a window, but smaller.
Yeah.
It's like if you look at a small pizza box from the long side of it.
Or like a tower for a PC, a computer tower, about that sort of, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. It's not very easy, is it, this? We're trying to be multicultural as best we can.
Yeah, when a country's only 200 years old and they don't know what a letterbox is.
No, that's right. We've got houses that are older than that country. Yeah. Right. You got about 10 seconds before this orc decides to shoot Milo in the face.
Right, I'm just gonna repeat what I've already done. You said there was one guy getting ready up there, so I'm gonna run up here, and then I'm gonna make an acrobatics check, see if I can get up that wall and then breathe on him as well. Or sorry, not athletics check. Do that. Is that enough?
No.
So I guess the rocks are a little bit slippery there, and I've kind of...
Well, there's quite a lot of gore up here because Krug cut an orc's face in half and it sort of just went everywhere, really. It kind of popped like a watermelon. And then Milo slid through it, so it's a bit grim up there.
Are they still 15 foot up, those slots?
Yeah, they haven't moved, surprisingly.
I don't know if they were different height based on this rain.
No, this is...
in that case, well, since I've got a 15-foot cone, I'm already 6.5 foot up there. I will just, again, make the cold breath, so DC 11, and see if I can hit the guy inside. I will hit the guy inside. So it's 11.
Yeah, that's... well, you didn't get up high enough, so it just sort of burns.
I know it's a 15-foot cone, and I'm already 6.5 foot tall, so I was thinking if I just breathe in its direction, it's going to go.
Oh, right, okay. It's a bit tenuous, but I've gone in.
If I take one step back and I direct it at a 45-degree angle...
Yeah, it's getting a bit gamey. So he's saved, so I'll give you 1d6 worth of damage.
1d6.
4.
Come on, shoot me then, Ollie. I know you want to.
Yeah, it's probably about that time, isn't it? That's 4. Okay. Yeah, we're going to shoot you in the face. Pow. Look at that, 18.
I'll try and catch it.
9 points of damage.
I will try as I might. I need to put that as a macro. One day I'll do it. Catch it. I'm going to spend a keep on it and throw it back this time.
Oh, very good.
I believe it's the same as a dart. So it's a d20 plus 5. No, that's not how you roll dice on Roll20. 18 back at him.
That hits.
What do I roll?
So the arrow's damage, which would be... That's a bloody good question. Hold on, let me look it up. I'll settle mine up as macros, as you noticed.
Yes.
With a longbow, character sheet.
1d8.
Longbow, 1d8 plus 1.
When you do so, blah blah blah. 1d8 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
8. And I didn't do the plus 1 because, well, I'm an idiot.
So 9.
9 damage.
Bloody hell.
That was a hell of a key point to spend.
That's horrific. Hold on. -9. Okay. Yeah, so he thanks you for giving him his arrow back. Once he's plucked it out of his chest, you hear a bit of a groan. And strangely, everything's gone rather quiet from behind the walls now.
Hmm.
Going to just move on up behind here. So I'm out of dodge, but I want to see really what's going on up here. Because we haven't explored this area yet. So I'm going to make a little investigation and see if I can notice anything.
This is a test, by the way. I'm just going to see if my thing worked. Yeah, it did. My little box now calculates the 1d10.
So you're investigating the area up here.
If there's any passageways or anything that we can use to gain entrance.
No, you look under all the rocks and nooks and crannies, and it appears to be, to all intents and purposes, normal rock.
I want a rock.
Doorway.
Tom, got any plans?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
This looks suspicious.
Um,
I'm going to head there once I kill this bloody orc.
Are all the orcs gone? Did you say, or just?
It's gone quiet. Is all I'm saying.
Well, since it's gone quiet, I'm gonna have a quick scout around the walls in this area where we are. Just have a look, see if I can find anything out of the ordinary. What would you like me to roll?
Investigation. In fact, you can choose. Let me give you a choice. You
I'll
can,
do
so, that's all right. I didn't tell you in time. So you can roll a choice of investigation, history, survival, and insight. So you can
I'll go with it. It's all right. Survival.
Go for it.
Yeah. 12.
Yeah. There's nothing immediately jumps out at you. It appears to be well built. The little that you know of dwarves, because you do speak a bit of dwarvish, sort of you can see how well crafted this place is. It was they picked this place for their stronghold because of how defensible it was.
Right. I've forgotten his name now. Sorry. Who's this one?
Milo.
Yeah, Milo. I'll sort of shape up Milo's head, and that's how the size is. Sort of put my thumb and finger sort of each side, sort of shaping his head and going up towards the actual slits, doing the same thing. Sort of just measuring to see if I could fit his head through the slit.
I would prefer not to be turned into paste to fit through the tiny gap.
He stands there, does it for a little bit, and sort of just shakes his head, turns around and walks away.
I like the sentiment and I like the idea, but you'll turn me into a jam sandwich before you get me through the hole.
I don't know what else to try, apart from maybe, actually I could try that. Okay, I'll go back towards the door then. I'm going to pull out one of my javelins, and as I say open again, I'm going to sort of try and jam the javelin into the door to stop it from shutting.
Give us a strength check.
Okay. What's that doing? Like? Yeah, I'm still exhausted, so it's 14.
So your javelin doesn't. Although there's a tiny gap, like I said, it's only about a millimetre or two, and it's just not enough to get the javelin any purchase.
Why don't we see about leaving this area entirely and then finding another way around the mountain or something like that?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
we're getting nowhere with this.
Is this guy dead? Mr. Ollie.
Well,
Or now I threw the arrow back at.
from where you are, you can't tell.
Okay, so I would like to jump down, trundle over here, and can I do a check to see if this is anything? Because it looks out of place.
You can, yeah.
Was it one of the aforementioned checks?
Yeah, pick your preference.
I will do an insight, because I'm apparently wise.
20.
Oh.
Yeah.
Apparently I am.
You are wise, and your wisdom tells you that there is nothing there.
Bugger.
Sorry.
I reckon we leave this area and we try and find another way.
I agree. Any objections?
No objections.
Okay, what I'll do, I'll put you back on that first. Put you back on this first map here.
Could we booby trap on the way out? So if anyone tries to come up from behind us, they could fall into a said trap.
Yeah, let me just put you back in.
Curiosity, am I still unconscious?
Where do you want to put the booby trap?
Probably on the corner.
Okay.
No, I rolled a medicine check.
Yeah, you're back to 1 HP.
Oh, right.
Milo did his job. He's picked up the brown sludge, patted it back into a body sort of person.
Right, I thought medicine check only made me stable at 0.
Oh, he did like a herbal one to bring you
Yeah.
back to consciousness.
I'm using one Pokemon berries to wake you up.
So on the map, you guys are kind of here, I would say. Oh, fuck's sake.
Is that?
I'm just trying to ping, but on the wrong tool. Here we are. You're about here.
Okay. We set up a little base camp, cover our strength, because obviously I'm exhausted, and maybe using the equipment in the explorer's pack, get a fire going and eat something to regain some health points as well.
Yeah, you can certainly stop for. Do you want a long rest or a short rest?
What do I need to recover my strength? Obviously, it's down with exhausted.
Long rest.
Yeah, long rest is going to recover you all back to full health.
Rest if everyone's happy like that.
Yeah.
So if you're setting up a camp, we're just going to run through a few bit of housekeeping before you do so. So whereabouts do you want to set this camp up? Obviously, there's this path that leads up to where you are. Are you staying on the path? Are you staying off the path?
I would say off.
Yeah, I agree. Off the path.
So how far off the path do you want to go?
Probably, I don't know, 20 metres off.
About 20 metres off?
I'll probably say a little bit further than that. Further enough so we can keep an eye on the entrance, but not too far away that... well, yeah, further enough so we keep... Hang on. Further enough so they can't see the fire, but not too far so we can't see the entrance. So if we do get an ambush or something, we can see it coming, so to speak.
Like 50 to 80 feet off then.
Yeah.
Okay, about 50 feet. So do you want to set a watch, or are you all going to go to sleep, or what?
We can set watch.
Watching, yes.
Milo will take first watch.
I'll take second. Craig will take second.
Okay, so if one of you wants to do a survival check to get a fire going.
I've got fairly good survival.
I'm not having flashbacks from a year ago, Ollie.
No, I know, yeah. I just thought, that is assuming that you want to light a fire. Obviously, if you're hiding and whatnot, perhaps you don't want to, I don't know, it's up to you.
Is it a really good fire that we can hide it?
That's an amazing fire. So yeah, so Rogar manages to light a terrific fire, and Althulus, having scouted out the area, has come back with a young roe deer ready for you to cook on the fire in your camp.
How much is it? What's my recovery for health? I think it's set like a D6 per level, isn't it?
I think after a long
only-
rest, you just regain all your health, don't you?
Yeah,
I think
long
it's back for the long rest.
Yeah. I think if it's a short rest, you can spend your
Hit
dice,
dice.
can't you, to restore it? But a long rest, you just get it back. So.
And the long rest, you get half your hit dice that you spent back.
Yeah. So your long rest is going to be about, what should we say? But I think is it 8 hours or 12 hours? I can't remember.
Minimum 8 hours.
Minimum 8, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's probably the time is getting on there anyway. So yeah. So you're going to have your long rest. Probably say about 8-10 hours or so. You got your deer, you got your fire going. You set a watch, and you're about 50 foot off of the track, and you're keeping an eye on anyone who's coming to or fro. Okay, and I think that sounds like a good place to leave it for tonight. If you're happy with that, I'll let you. What I'll do, the map that we're on now, I'll put a copy of it onto the Facebook group we're on, just in case any of you want to have a look at it.
So we're technically about where that blue cross is.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, if any of you want to have a look at it before next session. So, and there we go. So I'm going to turn the recording off now. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.